Okay, so to start, we're going to go ahead and open up Cricut Design Space. I'm already in there. So when you open it up, it should look like this, just a blank screen. We're gonna go ahead and click on text. Okay, now that I have my name on here, I just went ahead and typed it. I haven't changed anything yet. I just didn't want you guys to see my hands flying all over the place while I'm typing this. I'm trying to do this one-handedly. So up here, while the name is still highlighted in this box, we're gonna come up here and click on font. I like to click on system, and then I know what font I want. So I just type in the first few letters and it pops up with the one that I want. Drag this up some. And I just drag this up so that you guys can see this. I'm expanding this out because I want to have a bigger area to work with when I do this next part. So now that these letters are like this, I want them to be put together. So we're gonna come over here to the top right-hand corner, click ungroup. And what that does is it separates these letters from each other. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and drag the letters over to the way that I want them to be attached to each other. Okay. So I like the way that this looks. So now I'm gonna click and drag over to select my text. We're gonna come down here to the bottom right-hand corner. And this one right here is weld. We're gonna click on weld. And what that does is it attaches the letters together. So now it'll print to cut as one, and it won't do it individually, like individual cuts. I find that when I have the dotted letters, it's easier to just come down here and click contour. And we just want to get rid of that dot on top of the eye. So I just clicked right there. We're gonna click the X to go out. And now it's disappeared. And then we'll reattach that later on. So the next thing you want to do is you want to drag your name to approximately about the size that you want it. Then I go ahead and I hit duplicate in the top right hand corner, and I click that about 3 times. I drag one away, come up here to where it says line type, and click this box to change the color. I'm just picking a brighter color so that I can go ahead and be able to work with this. So now that I have these, I just separated those 3, and I'm basically just going to be dragging these on top of each other to get the boldness that I want. So that looks pretty even. We're gonna click drag, and then we're gonna come back down here again and we're gonna click weld. So now these are stuck together and they're not gonna come apart. We're gonna do the same thing. We wanna make this pretty bold. I like the way that looks. So click, drag, release. We're gonna come down here again, click weld. And I want this to be a little thicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and click duplicate, and I'm gonna just click that a couple of times just in case I need it. So again, I'm just dragging just enough to create that bold text. click, drag, release, weld. And then I think this will probably be the last one that I do, because the boldness of this one is starting to look pretty thick. I know some people do them a little bit more than this, but you can do this with whatever boldness you want it to be, the thickness of the text. So I like that, so I click, drag, release, come down here and click weld. And now all my text is attached. Now I just extended this a little bit to make it a little bigger. Now with my colored text, see how this is going behind? We want that to be on top. So I'm gonna click up here on arrange, send to front. And my black text is a little bit too big. So I just make it small enough to where my color text can go over it. Now, I personally, I mean, you can drag this over so that this is centered with the J, but I kind of like that shadow to be in front. So at this point, if you wanted to have a shadow right here behind this J, you can go ahead and click duplicate again, and you can just drag this a little bit this way. And then you would just go ahead, click, drag, select, click on weld. We bring this up, go to arrange, send to front. Now you can leave it like that, or you can click duplicate again and just make it bolder. And we're basically just repeating the same steps that we've been doing, and that looks pretty good. So for this next part, we're gonna come over here, click on shapes, click circle, come up here, make that black so that it matches the text on the back. All we want is for this big circle to be small enough to fit here. And then we're going to make that one here on the colored one. We're gonna bring that dot back. So you just click on contour, you click the area that you want to bring back. So there's that one. We want that black to be on the back, so we're gonna click send to back. make that a little smaller. And I like the way that that looks, so I'm just gonna go ahead and select that. We're gonna click weld again and send to front. And now we have our layer text. So then we would just come up here, we'd click on make it, and then we would have these two different colors printing out to cut. So I'm just gonna cancel this out. Usually what I do when I'm finished, I take my transfer tape and I pick up my colored text, and then I layer it on top of my my bottom text, and then with my transfer tape I pick up both layers, and then I go ahead and put it on my cup. So that is the end of my tutorial. This is the way that I do my layer text. I know that some people do it a lot differently. There are plenty of videos out there, other tutorials that can probably show you a lot better. But like I said, this is just the method that I have learned to do and what works best for me. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them down in the comment box below. If you have any suggestions for other videos that you would like to see, go ahead and also leave that down in the comment box below. I will try to find the link for this font and link it down in my description box. I will be doing some wine tumblers probably today, so I will start those tutorials, and if you guys want to see anything else, just let me know. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you were able to learn something and you were able to get the layer text that you needed. I will go ahead and link my description down below for my Facebook and Instagram page for my tumblers that I have made. If you have any questions on those, go ahead and just let me know, shoot me a message. I'd be more than happy to help. Okay, have a good day, guys. Bye.